Hi, Scorpio. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your June 2021 tarot reading. I gotta tell you, I was halfway into the reading and my camera stopped. Mercury retrograde. I screamed. I was so upset. So this is why the cards are already laid out, because I already shuffled and did a big spiel and yada yada yada. So we're going to start from the start, but I want to keep these cards because I think they're right. Okay. So these jumped out while I was shuffling. You got the mother and you have the shadow. So the mother is the Empress. She is she's dropping her seeds into the river and they'll be carried downstream and they'll grow all over the land. She nurtures many, she has a ripple effect and she is about nurturing and growing and expansion and and possibly pregnancy. So someone in the family or yourself could become pregnant, or like I said, someone in the family could announce a child on the way. Also, you could be dealing with a mother figure, okay? Someone who, this is the thing, they're there to protect the family, to nurture them. The family comes first to this person. And then there is the shadow. And the shadow is much like the devil. These two people are enslaved to this column. And this column represents time everlasting, the history, the culture, the traditions, and ideals that may not be your own, may not be the ideals of either of these two people, but they're chained to them. They're enslaved to these ideals. Maybe the mother's ideals. She's the matriarch, right? She gently calls the shots, you know. But this is toxic energy, so it could be manipulating, in some way, trying to manipulate, trying to, through possibly guilt, through, what about the family? What about the traditions? What about the children? What about that? And part of what her job is to do is protect her family, right? That's what you would do. This could be you, Scorpio. You could be this woman, this position. So you'll have to let me know. But anyway, here we are in the past. And you have the Knight of Shields, the King of Wands, and the Sun. Now, the Knight of Shields is approaching. I think you're approaching a fire sign slowly. Okay, look at it this way. You're probably approaching each other slowly, carefully, not trying to rush anything. Take it easy, take your time. You do see value in this person, and probably they in you as well. But it's really wanting to take it easy, take it slow, because it's wanting to invest, that's for sure. But it's slowly approaching, slowly approaching. This person could be very passionate. The chair itself, it's very phallic. And so I see a lot of sexual energy. This could be on your side or their side. This person is very creative, likes to create, make things. They could work with their hands even. Also, there is the sun. They could have children. There could be something, like I said, the mother here, right? Something to do with a child, children, something like that. But also the sun is about expansion, about, um, also very playful energy. It's very youthful, playful, fun. Um, and also too could be, about the summer, when the sun is shining and we're all going to the beach and, that sort of thing. So I think that you really enjoy this person. You find them fun. You think they're passionate, creative, full of expansion, a possibility of big time expansion here. Okay. They could act like a kid, be playful in that way. They could have children. You could be pregnant with their child. There's a lot of possibilities here, for a general reading. But anyway, let's move on. So in the present energy, you have the Three of Wands, the Four of Shields, and the Hanged Man. So I think that this is possibly you. You're ready to move forward, to take the next step, to, proceed with a plan, something that you're creating, developing. This could be around, how you contribute to the world, like something that you want to do for yourself, what you do for work, or like I said, you're wanting to create something. You could have laid down some foundation, some sort of base plan, but there is a delay. You can't move forward until you get the go signal. You get none of us can move forward until all this is dealt with. That might be part of the delay. But there's something delaying you. You're waiting for the right time, for the right environment, circumstances, something here. You're waiting to move forward. You're wanting to. Okay? Could be with this. This could be, like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign. There's that fire energy. You want to get across this expansion so that you can keep growing, right? But someone's holding back here. They're not willing to share everything with you, or this is you with them. Okay? This is why it can't proceed further yet, because they're withholding. They're withholding. It could be time, it could be energy, investing themselves, investing. So, and I think it's this person, this fire sign. I think they're holding back. They're not investing everything. I'm sure they give. I'm sure they're very passionate, like everything I said before, but they're still not, they're still withholding something. There's something they're not willing to share. Okay. And also, then there's the hangman, and the hangman is another four. The four is the pause, not willing to take any steps, not willing to move forward. I'm not sure. They have their own perspective. They see it their way. They're not really willing to see your perspective, not at this time anyway. And this is the thing, like, maybe why it's going slowly and carefully and all that is this person doesn't see isn't it interesting, eh? See, behind him there's the river, and there's this bowl, this cup of possibility going down the river, but he doesn't see it. He doesn't see that possibility. He only has this perspective in front of him, right? He has, or she has, a certain perspective, almost a tunnel vision perhaps, and they cannot see this other way, this possibility, you know what I mean, yet. right? Yet. In the future, you have the Five of Shields, the Two of Swords, and the Nine of Cauldrons or Cups. So the Five of Shields about feeling left out, not included. There's events or meetings or something going on and you weren't privy to it. You didn't get the memo. You are just not included. You could feel shut out at some point here near it in June sometime, maybe in 3 weeks or something like that. And you don't know how to take it. I don't think you're sure what to think of it, how to, handle it, because here you were going along just fine, everything was good, and this person could all of a sudden halt. They could halt all of a sudden. And perhaps because they don't want to see what they need to. There's a truth right in front of them. And they're like, oh yeah, I know that's there. And I know I have to deal with it at some time, but I'm just not going to deal with it now. This is refusing to face something, deal with something, to put it on the table, up for discussion. It's not up for discussion. It's not up for discussion. Something. And this is what I'm saying. They're holding back something here. There's something that is not up for discussion with them. And it's investment. It's how much, when, I don't know, that they are willing to invest. Something like this. Anyway, then you have the Nine of Cups. In this Nine of Cups, it's a little bit different. There's something to celebrate, that's for sure. There's some sort of success, a win. But somehow you still feel alone, celebrating alone. I don't think you're celebrating with this person. You have something to celebrate here, a great happiness, something emotional fulfillment, but it seems like you're sitting alone on the table drinking a glass of wine, cheersing yourself, kind of thing. And anyway, so let's get some clarification in the past here. Let's see what we got for you. So tell me about this slow approach. Could be this King of Wands, slowly approaching, like that's his or her slow approach. That this is the thing. Like I said, the center of the reading is this withholding, not not sharing everything, kind of thing. I'm keeping this for myself. This is for me. So. King of Swords. So the King of Swords could be an air sign around you, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This could be the person that you're approaching. It seems like you could be talking to this person about the situation. They could be talking to you, perhaps. They might have been hearing something in the wind, and are coming around to find out what's going on. They could be involved somehow because of the children, they could be the mother, this mother figure, this air sign. I'm not sure. Nine of Swords. So this is anxiety, worrying, worrying. And I think that it's this air sign that's worrying, that has anxiety, that has, you know, doubts. Doubts. So who is this air sign that's worried? They could be worried about you. They could be worried about the King of Wands, the children. You know, it could be this Empress. Anything else there with the King of Swords? All this. There seems to be quite a few people involved in this situation here. Ooh, we got a couple cards. Let's take these. So, Ace of Swords. So, communication for sure. There's some sort of communication. I feel like a talk. Someone's going to open up, be honest, speak their mind. You know, it's you could be seeing the light, or opening your eyes, or they are. It's you know, it's to enlighten, right? I really like this. This is gorgeous. Page of Wands. So again, communication. But this energy here, it's all like these two are really good, because when you open up and talk and open it up and express yourself in a solution sense, you know, you know, how can we work this out, and you know, it's a totally different atmosphere than this. This is glass half empty. This is glass half full, or at least the possibilities. You know, let's let's spin this together and open up. This is opening up, telling the truth. You know, being clear, right? And this clear energy is really going to be a really good energy. It's like I think it's going to make you feel really good. You're going to feel a lot more optimistic, a lot more optimistic now. Sometimes you got to do that, eh? You got to clear the air when you're not exactly like, because, you know, we don't want to get hurt. We want to protect ourselves, and being clear is part of that, right? If we know what we're dealing with, then we're more able to accept it. Oh geez, got the Five of Swords here. Now, like, this is not seeing eye to eye, basically, this one. It's not seeing eye to eye. It's a communication that is, it's kind of like a win-lose discussion. Someone wants to be right, all right, and could keep pushing, until the other one says, forget it, you're right, are you happy? And they leave, walk out, you know, slam the door, all that. I think you're probably both normally reasonable people. You could be very close. It could be a long time, old, long relationship. Could be new. I don't know. But anyway, it's like a not seeing eye to eye. There's some sort of differences here. Okay. Because you're waiting, or someone is, they are, to move forward, expecting to move forward. And one is expecting to move forward, and the other one isn't planning on that, I don't think. All right. You got it again. Three of Wands, waiting. You're just waiting for the right conditions. You're waiting for the wind. You're waiting for the waves. He gets there, there's no waves. There's no wind. What's going on? I'm ready. I'm ready. You know? And there could be some sort of disappointment. There could be some sort of disappointment. And this may be over expectations. Sometimes our expectations are thinking, oh, well, this normally goes to this step and then this step, and this is the way it goes. But this time it isn't working out that way. And you're like, this is, I can't figure this out. You're scratching your head like, wait a minute. Like, this is not like the maps I'm used to seeing. Oh, the sun again. Second sun. The sun is a wish card, eh? It's like you got two sun and the 9 of cups. Now the 9 of cups isn't you getting your wish, but it's like you're for some reason you don't get to celebrate with everyone. This really good thing, but these 2 suns. Like, there is so much expansion for you here. There's a lot of good things coming your way. You're going to grow in ways I don't even think you imagine right now. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even thinking that stuff. And I also think there could be a birth announcement. I'm just feeling like you got 2 sons and the mother. I'm really feeling a family extension here. Okay? Family extension. So, might be not birth. Maybe you're able to see your family again. Something like that. It's glorious. It's glorious. Woo! 3 wish cards. Like, that's a big deal. All right. So that actually goes, whoa! Holy, these cards are alive right now. Okay. So, down here, you got Temperance, the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Decisions, decisions, decisions. So, Temperance is trying to keep things balanced. Not too much of that. I don't want too much of this or too much of that. I want to, like, if we're just thinking, okay, about the food groups, we want to have an equal balance on our plate. We want to have a healthy balance. You could apply this to work ethics, relationships, just everything in our lives, But here you're trying to temper something. You're trying to get it just right, the right balance in your life, You're trying to figure it out what that is for you, right? I think, and it's to the beat of your own drum. This is what you're trying to figure out, your own drum, what your own beat is. Now, it looks like you're going to have quite a few options. There's a lot of opportunity here for you to do things. You could get a lot of offers, invitations. And the thing is you can't do all of these things at once. You can't be in 2 places at the same time. You can't spread yourself too thin, okay? Because you need to focus. There's a few things that really need your focus, okay? And this is what you're trying to get, eh? This right balance. So there might be a few things you may have to put on hold for now while you get things in line, And then another 7 here. So there's a couple of things here. In one way, this is deceit. Someone is talking behind your back. Someone is trying to get away with something, behind your back. They think they're clever. They think they're smart. They think you're unaware. Okay? The other side of this is that you are trying to get an upper hand on a situation. You're trying to get an upper hand, or maybe a better view. You know, you know what this kind of reminds me of is creeping someone on Facebook. You could be creeping them and you're trying to find out some information, like, because your spidey senses are going off and you're like, something's afoot. So I need to do some investigation of my own. So this is you trying to find out info, or it's someone else creeping you, uh, doing something behind your back. This could be a friend. I'm not sure. But it's something you need to be aware of. I don't think you need to fear it, but keep your tentacles up. Keep your tentacles up. All right, let's get a card from the Lenormand, my darlings. That was someone's phone going off. Thank God. They must have hung up or something. I didn't have to pause the video and get up out of my chair anyway, so that's a good thing. So, well, the polar bear. Okay. Something, for one thing, see this palace, this beautiful crystal ice palace. It looks so pristine and beautiful and clean and just wonderful. And anyway, this polar bear is ready to come out of the water. He's been in the water and he wants to come out of the water now. This is two perspectives, two sides, right? And when we're underwater, we don't see as clearly. And sometimes it's by our own choice. We just want to be in this lull. And this is crystal clear. Something's becoming crystal clear here. All right, to you. And part of it, I think, is there's something you're going to complete here. This could to do with your mental health, your the way you interpret things, the way you want to proceed is going to be different. Okay, it's a good thing. It's not negative. It's I don't think your vision's clouded, that's all. It could have been clouded. It could have been I don't know what, but it's it's becoming very clear for you. There's no cloud, there's no you're not seeing through a magic mirror what you want it to be. You can see if everything for what it is, and you're okay with it. As long as you know what it is. Like I said, when you know what it is, you're okay. I can deal with that. I just can't deal with what I don't know. You know what I mean? So, and that is for anyone, that makes total sense. So I think for you, having clarity is a big, big thing. And I think you feel safer with that too, like emotionally safer. Um, but there's a lot of good things, so much expansion here, a lot of growth, a lot of happiness, a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun in June. There are some hurdles you have to get through, And I think it could be communication. I think it's based in communication. Some of it could be our expectations, how we perceive things, or maybe we're perceiving them exactly right and we're communicating it and someone else doesn't like it. You know what I mean? Like there's something here. And the more clarity you can get, the better the situation becomes. That's all I can tell you. All right. Anyway, have a wonderful June. Have fun in the sun. Please tell me in the comments if this resonates for you at all. Um, and like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Of course, this is an ad-free video, and it's actually Gemini's time to send in their $25 contribution for the channel. That helps me so much you wouldn't even know. Anyway, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Be careful out there.